Creativity is limitless, for better or worse.
Close. Almost got the right scene. To be fair, I have to keep switching between devices here because sometimes they don't work and it's a mess. How's everyone doing today? Happy Wednesday. I can't wait to get this spark and then be entirely disappointed with what I get. Let's see. Let's open up this mystery icon. Kind of set the mood for today, right? See if we're gonna be lucky or unlucky. You know, I don't know how to feel about that. I kind of like Singe as a character. So, you know what? I'll consider that lucky. Although it's another illustrated icon, man. That's all I get. I wonder if it's... I know that it's probably not stated to be this way, but it feels like it's weighted towards icons that are available in the shop as opposed to legacy icons. It's just how it feels lately. You have found a support so off meta they'd never see it coming. I swear I've seen everything. I've seen everything, Ham. But I look forward to it. I really do. Wait, you're queued top jungle. You're queued top jungle, Ham. I saw Jin support like yesterday, so that was fun. Alright, so today can't possibly go any worse than yesterday. Yesterday we had someone get very angry because I wanted to play Aurora mid. We had a Warwick into his lane and then for some reason run it down my lane. I don't know how I was related, but and then we had the general toxicity. So I think today will be a better day, just kind of by default, right? You would if you were doing it with chaos? Alright, sounds like you're kind of a coward. Sounds like you're kind of afraid to do it by yourself, Ham. Sounds like you need a chaos carry. I don't know, Ham. I think you should teach me how to play support. I do. Yes? And he admits it. Alright, who am I gonna play today? I honestly, I want to try some Aurora again. I was having some fun with her. When it comes to ranked, I do want to try Aurora too, but I think I'm gonna keep it to Hwei and Vel'Koz, Orianna and Swain. I think that's good. I think, I always forget that I'm good at Swain because I only ever really played him bot. I do still prefer him bot. I think he works better bot for some objective reasons as well, but, he's good. He's good. You know, he brings some bulk, he brings good lockdown. He would not force any ADC to endure your antics. Well, to be fair, him, I respect that a lot. I do think a lot of people subject random ADCs to whatever you do, but worse, right? At least you're a good player. People play whatever you're probably thinking of and do it worse. I'm sure, trust me. I'm sure you're not the first person to play whatever this mystery pick is that you won't tell me. Yeah, I've been seeing some Garbo support picks lately, so... Oh, not the QOTD bot. What's the weirdest text message you've ever gotten? I can't say. Person watches my stream. You've never done this, just found a build for it? Can you at least tell me what it is, Ham? I want to know, I want to talk about it. I love a good off-meta pick. Love a good off-meta pick. It's Warwick, okay. Alright, I could see you cooking with that. Listen, I've seen Warwick top, which I know is more meta than Warwick support, but I would like to see the man lane. Let's run it later today. Yeah, ideally, what kind of AD carry would you want? I mean, Jin probably would be good. Nice long range. Even Caitlyn. What kind of AD carry are you looking for with it? Or you could do something silly. You could do double melee. Chaos, did you see what I DM'd you? An artist made their interpretation of the new set Nephelio skins. They look really nice. I mean, obviously this is a fan artist who's just going off a description, but they look very nice, so here's hoping. Or Callista. Oh, Callista would be good. Callista would be really, really fun. I love Callista with any kind of tankiness, lockdown. Yeah, Callista's a lot of fun. She's just a really fun champ, too. I think we'll try maybe some Aurora, some Orianna. I don't know, we'll see. Hey! Hey! Good morning. Good morning, my sweet princess. Good morning. Good morning. You saw it when you were locked in playing something, but you forgot to- No worries, Chaos. I just want to know what your thoughts were on it. I think they look nice. She is groggy. She just woke up. I don't want to put her on the floor. I think she'll fall over. Not the Swain ban, but we love the Fizz ban. Listen, I don't need to practice Swain, even though I haven't played him for months. Oh my god, she's out of it. Alun just woke up. This is kind of the time she wakes up. Alright, go ahead. I need her to go, you know, drink some water. Yeah, but Heartsteel Silly or Goat. No, that's understandable. It's hard to beat Heartsteel, but I do think this skin will be really good. I think Set has a lot of really good skins, to be fair. He's not hurting for some good skins. I know somebody was saying that they wanted his Prestige skin. Was it Prestige? Oh, Obsidian Dragon, I think? You're building Heartsteel on Pike? Okay, I could see it. I could see it. I mean, having some tankiness really wouldn't hurt him. That's kind of his only flaw. It sucks. Yeah, I mean, that's not surprising, but I could see where you were going with that. Pike can't gain- Oh, right! I haven't played Pike since he came out. Converts bonus health into AD. Right. True that. Yeah, I really enjoyed Pike when he came out, but kind of stopped playing them. Kind of just stopped playing them. Alright, one more game I think, and then we get our final spark to try for the Hwei Chroma. I'm not gonna get it. Look, the odds are not in our favor here, but you know, I want to try for it. I would be sad if I didn't end up trying for it.
Creativity is limitless, for better or worse.
First pick, Evil Kitten on support. You love when they've got that support username. Sure, if you want first pick, go ahead. I don't really care when I pick, which is a problem, but... Evil Kitten on Yumisi, what'd I tell you? I mean, it could have been a Nidalee jungle main, right? Ooh, she's gonna love, or here she is gonna love the new Yumi skin. It's Nightbringer. Nightbringer is kind of evil kitten energy. Morgana ban is good. Morgana ban is very good. Funnily enough, I haven't seen people playing Morgana. I understand that the new skin's very expensive, right? So probably not a lot of people own it, but I still thought I would at least see people playing Morgana. She used to be really popular for a while, and now I just don't see her anymore. Oh, hi, Alun. Man, she is so cute. I feel so bad because she wakes up at this time. And she's very sweet, she's very affectionate. I want to play with her, but I'm working. Yeah, our bot laner is confused, so... Alright, I actually remembered to paste the second link. Oh, Annie? Annie, huh? Aurora's probably not... Sorry, my roommate's talking to himself. Sorry about that, guys. I might start banishing him to another room. Love him dearly, but... Oh, I think this is better here. I think I would have rather picked Orianna, but that's fine. I need to practice Aurora anyway. I think my Orianna doesn't really need practice at this point. Alright, good luck, guys. Good luck. Oh, Alune. She's on a schedule. The problem is that schedule makes her quite an adorable menace. Oh, be gentle with her. She's so cute. She's just so cute and eepy right now. Oh, this person doesn't even main Yumi. With a name like that, I really thought they would. The poor baby has been banished upstairs. Oh, they're against the Diana support unless the unless they swapped. But that should be a nice free bot lane at least.
Keep an open mind, and we'll find meaning together.
Cutesy Cat, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you. Hi, how you doing? I hope you're keeping cool. I feel like it's hot in almost every part of the world, right? It's Yumi? Heck yeah. I thought you'd be a Yumi one trick with that adorable name.
I have my book, my wand, my starting supplies. Do I need
Good
anything
luck.
else?
Good luck bot lane.
Okay, let's go.
Diana's support is a pick of all time. I mean, pretty good all in, I guess. She could CC and then I guess Caitlyn could trap, but
I woke up early for this.
you are cool. Hope you were cool too. You do play a lot of Yumi. Ah, but your main account got suspended. What'd you do? Don't tell me what you did. Don't. Oh no, not a toxic Yumi player. Listen, Yumi players are either the nicest or most toxic people. There's no in between. Oh no, Ham. You duoed with a Smurf. Oh, unfair LP gain? That's dumb. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, we were talking about that recently. That does seem to be Riot's stance, and I do think that that makes sense. I was saying I don't think that Riot should make alt accounts against the rules or anything, and they're not currently, but I was just saying I think the only thing that shouldn't be allowed is boosting with those accounts, right? But proving that is kind of, I don't know, I guess Riot has their ways, right? But I do think alt accounts should be allowed. You know, I love watching the unranked to challenger kind of things, and it does make sense, yeah. Well, that's okay. I don't think you needed the boost. You could probably get there all on your own next time.
Would anyone notice if I just leveled?
Yeah. I mean, it's surprising you got caught, you know? I always get surprised when people get caught doing this stuff.
So strange.
I guess people really do report Smurfs, Almost had him. That's alright, Ham. You'll get him next time.
Thanks. I hate it.
If you don't mind me asking, how long is the ban or whatever? Is it permanent? Certainly not, right? You would think the Smurf account would get banned, and then you would just maybe get a couple weeks or something? I don't know. I've never really had action taken on my account, so I'm not sure how bad the penalties are. 6 months? That's a little much. That's a little much. My god. For 5 games? You didn't even do your placements. Got super on the— I'm really sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
This is field research.
Well, be careful winning 5 games in a row. Riot will come after you. Crazy. I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were— Good job. Beautiful, Pantheon.
Very interesting.
I didn't know he was gonna go that ham. I would have followed. I just figured she saw him. And they really want you, Ham.
Spirits are so lucky they're not people.
Okay, looks like you guys are getting ganked. Very nice. Yeah, this Pantheon's doing really well. Really good rotating here. Mordekaiser getting fed is stinky, right? But I'm not too concerned.
How can anyone be afraid of ghosts?
The Kanes I've seen lately have not been doing great. I don't know if Kane's not great right now or if Kane players just are not performing too well lately, but I'm not very concerned about Kane.
The spirits here are different from the ones in the Felyord.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back into ranked. It's nerve-wracking, right? It's been many years. I don't really have high expectations. For me, I feel like playing ranked is just gonna be
The sounds, the smells.
basically like norms, except there's stress attached to it. I don't really see myself getting a high rank, but we'll see how it goes, right? We'll see how it goes. The other thing is I don't plan to play ranked too much. Maybe a couple times, a couple games every stream, something to that effect, right? So that's another reason why I don't think I'll climb, because I'm not sure I'll be putting enough games in. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm going in with very, I don't want to say low expectations, it sounds very negative. But, you know, healthy expectations. I do want to improve at the game, but I'm also self-aware enough to know kind of what I think my cap is, just given my kind of,
I like when it's quiet. I can hear myself think.
you know, memory issues, focus issues, things like that. Hey Jingang, how's it going? How you doing?
Oh, I've read about this.
That's a shame. That's a shame. Here's the thing, right? Part of me does think I could actually climb more effectively if I play jungle. I just don't know if I want to. Hey Cheesy, how's it going? How you doing? I don't know, how's ranked been going for you guys? Are any of you guys currently grinding? I've heard nothing but bad things. I'm doing alright, not bad.
I go where my research takes
Okay, Kane's right here.
Shut down.
Nicely done. Nice solo kill. But I really do want to play a role that I enjoy, and I'm not sure I would enjoy jungle anymore. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. For now, I'm definitely gonna queue mid.
Enemy killing spree.
I wish I had teleport, but Pantheon can definitely grab that.
the spiritual balance here is off.
Shut down.
Also constraints.
The support is mid. Yeah, she's mid. She's mid.
pleasure, my friend. I'll do all I can to help you.
That's one thing, I think it's hard for any player to have a ton of map awareness all the time. And it's something that I really want to work on. Okay, he did go Rost, which is not great for us. I think it actually would have made more sense for him to go Blue Cane here, but I don't like playing into Rost.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
So few see the world as I do.
I might also play a little bit of ranked off stream, and if I do that, I would definitely record it for you guys if you're, you know, wanting to see that. But if I were to play off stream, I'm not 100% sure I'd play mid. I'd probably play ADC. We'll see. And then of course, subs would be free to join me in ranked, just like in draft. I don't see why not. I don't know. I'll see how you guys feel about it.
I should write home, so my family knows I'm still alive.
An enemy has been slain.
I've always historically had a policy when it came to ranked that I would only ever solo queue. It just, there's a few reasons for that. But in this context, I don't mind. If that's something subs wanted, then they would absolutely, I would be more than happy to do that. Map awareness is great and all, but it doesn't help when they have a Fiddlesticks or Doggy. Yeah, there are a lot of champions like that. I will say, you know, Evelyn's been played a lot recently, from what I've seen. So that's why I'm trying to ward jungle camps more, because that's how you can find Evelyn. And in addition, that's why I'm picking up Aurora, right? She can get away a little bit easier than Hwei and Belcause can. Something like Swain, he can't exactly get away, but he can live. The champs I play are very high stakes, right? And that's what I do best with. But I do struggle with having, you know, 100% map awareness and things like that. And that can be quite the detriment. And it's tough because I do feel like I try to work on map awareness, right? It's not like I'm not trying, but I do feel kind of limited in what I can do. Oh, if he took one tower shot, this man was, I was gonna take him down.
How can anyone be able to do that? They're adorable.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I do want to head bot, but Annie's been kind of pushing him. Okay, is it just me, but I find it stupid to pink ward those two close bushes? I agree, yes. I don't pink ward these bushes. It's very easy for the enemy laner to grab them. I agree with you 100%. It's just a waste of 75 gold. I agree. I'm pretty low here, but let me get down here, see if I can help out a little bit. I think they'll be just fine without me, but... Well done. Good job.
Shut down.
So, when it comes to pink warding, I don't pink ward mid a lot, but something like this would be pretty good. Even you can go around here, especially if they have an, you know, an invisibility champ. I need to, here, we'll start now, pink warding more. And it, like I said, it's no excuse, but it is tough coming from the ADC role, because of course you have a support with basically infinite wards.
My work will help others understand what
And all you do is buy Farsight Alteration, which I'm also used to using. So it's taking some getting used to. It's something that's really just not coming naturally to me at all.
my boundaries.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions with word of pink word, I'd happily take them. I think it is pretty obvious though. So like we'll put ours here. I think that's not bad. I don't know why Diana's just sitting here perpetually. What is going on? I guess they're half swapping? I don't know, I guess the support swapped.
Oh, I've read about this.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, the fed Mordekaiser. Good job. Well done. Yeah, sorry Yumi. I was trying to pick Yumi up, but I really had to get away from the Mordekaiser. Is this Diana the same Warwick from yesterday? Gosh. I sure hope not.
A man, a woman.
She's really taunting.
The spiritual balance here is off.
I don't know. I mean, I think you can climb from any role, right? But I don't know how much ability I have to climb from mid, at me as a player. Yesterday was a fun day of League. You know, that's what I was saying, Jingang, at the beginning of stream. I was saying, today can't possibly be any worse than yesterday on League. It was so toxic. We definitely need volley here, and even then, I'm scared of the Mordekaiser ulting me.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Also be strengths.
Oh boy, I do have to go bot lane.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Actually, bot lane spawned, so I think I'm gonna stay mid.
This blended world is my own, and it's beautiful.
An ally has been slain.
I'm sorry, I didn't think that they were fighting.
An enemy has been slain.
Hester, my friend, I'll do all I can.
Good
to
job,
help you.
well done. Yeah, yesterday was kind of a crazy day on League.
Steady.
An ally has been slain.
Nice, well done. Great shot.
Fascinating. I'll review this later. see the world as I do. Eyes on target.
I know I should go bot, but I really want to help Jinx just grab mid. I'm not really even trying to steal the farm from her.
I should write home, so my family knows I'm still alive. Beyond
Your turret has been destroyed.
leave me alone.
An enemy has been slain.
Nicely done, thank you. Honestly, we have a really good team here. They're really, really helping me out. Alright. I will take, you need a Jinx here, and then I will probably leave.
Would anyone notice if I just...
Oh. Oh god, not him. Please, don't fight him. There's a TP as well. We have to leave. We have to leave this.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Shadow Flame, I think I want to go Cosmic Drive. I think that would be a little bit better here.
Absorbing the pain of mortals. It's my job to cleanse what each risk has
An enemy has been slain.
I'm on my way. I could potentially help peel them if needed. Alright, well done.
Spirits are so lucky they're not.
I find that I sometimes use Aurora's ult more for the I don't want to say the yeah, kind of the utility of it, the CC. Wait, the Uber left without Yumi.
They're adorable.
Oh, nice. Yumi bought Mikhail's. That's fantastic. That will be extremely helpful. Diana's up here.
Spirits here are different from the
Otacon
ones in the
is
front.
up. Walking up to Annie to use my combo is pretty scary. Especially if she CCs me and then Mordekaiser shows up. He is heading down, guys. I cannot emphasize this enough. Mordekaiser's here.
I like when it's quiet. I can hear myself think.
Nice, good damage, good damage. Mord is just a big softie, I agree.
Oh, I've read about this.
I agree. I didn't realize Ham was back here. That's alright, I will, I'll go for mid anyway.
I quite enjoy my own company.
Actually, Ham might want to cover mid.
Ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
We need to go
I know where my
bot. They're
research takes
they're
me.
slowly but surely just.
You'll be safe. I never miss.
They're slowly but surely just pushing into our nexus.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Nice.
I want to help us here.
You can't outrun Bully. Good teleport, good teleport.
Balance here is
I should have helped Jinx. I didn't realize Yumi was here.
Legendary. An ally has been slain.
weaknesses.
Oh
also
boy.
strengths.
Bless this Yumi. Oh, that's a cute emote. Never seen that one before. The emote game on support players is unmatched. I will never not point that out. Hey Kishu, how's it going? How you doing? How, you named this emote Mocha? I love that. Our Yumi names their emotes.
We're all just a collection of fragile bones held together. by
That's
genuine
too cute.
At least I'll be a spirit in my next life.
You just woke up so you're disoriented. I hate that feeling. Make sure you drink. Make sure to hydrate yourself. Thank you, Yumi. That was really nice of the Yumi to take that ult from me. You keep pushing, I'll head back.
I won't let the demigods
Fastest way to get to Nexus is to take
lose their way because of the
Alexis
lies.
from Texas?
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Once I'm done here, I'm going to celebrate by reviewing everything I've learned. I love paperwork.
So I've noticed that when Aurora, you know how Aurora can reactivate her R to basically put the ult away? It takes a little bit for it to leave, so you need to press it early. It's not actually instant. That's what happened there. I ended up teleporting. It looks like there's a bit of a delay on it. It's probably an intentional delay. I'm not saying it's a bug or anything, but I do have to get used to it, and I need to, perhaps I'll go into a practice tool and see how long the delay is.
one is
Because
ever
I'm
truly alone.
really not sure. I'm really not sure.
Killing spree. Legendary.
Back to work.
An ally has been slain. Double kill. An ally has been slain.
How does the Yumi keep dying? I'm so curious. The Yumi dies and then the Jinx is there. Maybe she's taking Caitlyn out?
turret has been destroyed.
I mean, she's clearly a legend. She's clearly a hero. Keep trying to get onto someone else and mid-air you get trapped.
Your inhibitor is respawned.
Your W goes on cooldown. That's messed up.
I
The
should
delay
hurry
is
home.
about a second to a second and a half, I think. That's what I experienced. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, because I'm realizing now that there's a delay, so you definitely have to kind of plan out when you're going to put the ult away. Good to know. Good to know. I really like Aurora as a champion. I love her character, first of all. She's so cute. I think her voice actress did a fantastic job. But beyond that, she, you know, is a lot more mobile than the other champs I play, so I feel like she's really good to kind of have in my arsenal for ranked. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. They're sitting in this bush.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Legendary. An ally has been slain.
Deep breath.
Oh man, this mord still scares me because admittedly if I get caught in ult, not only could that be bad for me, but it could potentially kill our Yumi too if she's attached to me. I'm just pretty much trying to stay away from mord. We love Mocha.
I see. Time to find Very interesting.
I mean, here's the thing, right? I play Mordekaiser. That's why I'm not looking to duel him. I know what this man does.
Interesting choice. Open your mind.
Especially with Rost and Annie, it's a lot of lockdown. Okay, I tried to put my ult back down and it didn't. I wonder if there's a delay with... You can recast it. I wonder if there's a delay with when you can recast it, or maybe I was CC'd or something. That's a shame. I should have just panicked Zanya's. That probably would have saved me. Hey Tempest, how's it going? You said that at the wrong time. No, you're fine, you're fine. How you doing? Listen, the KDA had to be ruined at some point. It's just a matter of time. And to be fair, it was on me. I was like, why is my ult still up? I did recast it, but it's probably user error. I don't know every single little nuance of Aurora, so I'm definitely not gonna assume it's a bug or anything. It's lasagna night? What kind of lasagna? How are you 11, 0, and 14 with no bounty? The Void Grubs have no bounty. It's probably because my farm is
Repeating
stinky.
previous actions may lead to unfavorable results.
Don't look, Pantheon. I got shy.
Spirits are so lucky they're not people.
Alright, I hope they will be careful. I do have teleport up. I don't think we win these. For a fact, know we don't win these. Mom said I can't play with Mordekaiser. He's still here.
Your team has destroyed.
Alright, I have to go mid.
An ally has been slain.
We don't win these. Wow, nice escape, Pantheon. Jeez.
turret has been destroyed.
Spirits here are different from the ones in the Far North. Eyes unclouded.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Diana support really ain't it, huh? Really ain't it.
I can hear myself think.
Meat lasagna with cheese and veggies. Alright, a classic, a classic. I used to like a good vegetable lasagna back in the day.
Oh, I've read about this. I quite enjoy my own company.
Alright, I do still have teleport up. Do we win team fights? Yes, situationally, yes. Jinx and I are very, very strong. It's we do kind of have to just play very, very well, though. Team fights could really go either way. But having someone get picked off could be really bad. And that's happened a few times at this point, so I'd like to at the very least avoid that. I'd like to avoid that if possible.
The spiritual balance here is...
I don't think I should go into that bush. We'll go up this way. I did see Annie up here. We do really need to check this. Pantheon doesn't really seem interested. Alright, well it's gone. I tried.
Weaknesses can also be strengths.
Oh man, the minions.
You'll enjoy these.
GG. What can you do?
Defeat.
What can you do? Gotta honor our team's furries. If Riot will let me. Thank you. Oh, thanks for the honors. Thanks for the honors, guys. I do appreciate that. Alright, I think we did well that game at least, all things considered. I don't really feel there's anything I could have done too differently there. The only couple of things I would have changed would have been probably not hanging around my team when they were in situations that I absolutely could not save them from. When it comes to that, I should definitely just go to another lane. But that being said, I don't think that that would have changed the outcome. It only happened maybe once or twice, so...
Keep an open mind, and we'll find meaning together.
And Goat, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you. GG's indeed. It's a really fun game. Really, really fun game. Can't complain. Oh, you were the Pantheon. You were really, really good. Really good. Alright. Let's check out the queue here. Looks like Jingang is next. GG's. Yeah, really good team. I can't complain. I don't think there's too much we could have done there. Unfortunately, Mordekaiser was just kind of a menace. And being that Jinx and I were a lot of the damage, I mean, Pantheon was too, but it was just too easy for Mordekaiser to kind of be a threat. He didn't kill me at all, but it's because I made a point to stay very, very far away from him. Because obviously most supports, Yumi included, can't do anything into Mordekaiser ult. That's kind of the point. Alright, let's use this last spark. Where do I get to that? It's in... Hold on, I know how to do this. Is it the Sanctum? Yeah. Okay, we use our spark. Pantheon falls off pretty hard. Yeah, I get that. Mythic Essence. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I expected. I will admit, the amount of Mythic Essence I've gotten for, you know, basically free off the sparks is, you know, not bad. I did want the Hwei Chroma. But what can you do? The odds of getting it are so low. 0.5%. And here, you know, that's the problem is... Wait, why is it the same? Why is it slightly lower chance than Morgana herself? That's messed up. The Chroma is slightly less chance. And at least Morgana is guaranteed at a point. The Chromas are not, and that's what bothers me. I really wish at a certain point you could pick a Chroma. I mean, give me a break, it's a Chroma. I had no idea that Morgana has a slightly higher chance than the individual Chromas. That's crazy. Or what I feel like they should do is maybe combine these odds and just let you pick one. If you get it. You know, I mean, they could be a little less cheap about it. Come on. I'm not asking for much. Like, I don't even want the Morgana skin. I just want the Hwei Chroma. Just got a new icon. I saw. That's the Jinx illustrated icon, right? Well, it says you still have the sweetheart icon, but yeah, really, really good. I could equip my new singed one, so we could kind of have arcane vibes. But I like the Hwei icon too much. I don't think I'm ever gonna change it. It's the best thing you've ever gotten out of a chest. Nice, nice, nice. I'm telling you, the illustrated icons, I feel like you get them pretty frequently out of chests. That's all I've been getting. In terms of icon drops. In terms of drops in general, I feel like. Force myself to play something else, otherwise I'll just play Hwei endlessly like I have been. I think we might try Aurora again, perhaps. But I'm not gonna hover her because I know it upsets my team greatly, as shown yesterday. GG's, by the way. Hey, I'm sorry we couldn't make that last game work. Alright, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what I end up picking. Oh, Swain was banned. Alright. That's fine. I feel like he's the champion that I only ever really pick to kind of just turn my brain off. I do want to practice kind of my weaker champions that okay, it's Yone. I feel like Aurora's probably not a bad matchup. But I kind of want to practice my champs that I'm maybe a little bit weaker on, but not too terrible on. Like something like Ari, right? I'm too bad At Ari to... Okay. I'm too bad at Ari to even justify trying to play her, right? Same with something like maybe Vhagar or Malzahar. Alright, I guess I don't get to pick my chroma? It's my... How do I get rid of this? Do I just not get to pick my chroma now because this person wanted to swap me? Right, I paid for those. Do you know how to make it let me select a chroma? It won't let me because somebody swapped me, so... Yeah, I'm locked in, but they wanted to swap me, so... That's why I don't swap people, because then you're not allowed to pick a skin. So I can't. That's so dumb. Alright, I'm never swapping again, guys. Never swapping again. Yeah, I just can't. There's nothing I can... Select Aurora again? I know. Maybe it'll go away now. It went away! Look, we did it, guys. This chroma. Another Pantheon and a Jinx. Wow, small world. True that. True that. I don't think he's gonna be as good as our last Pantheon though, unfortunately. Team comp's really bad here, but so is theirs, so I don't think it's a huge problem. Callista Nami is pretty good. Pretty good. I know that Nami is very, very strong right now. I've heard that she's #1 support. So, we'll see how it goes. But to be fair, Melio is exactly what I would pick into Nami. You know, pretty good, good shielding, good disengage if needed, because Nami has really good engage, but Nami also has good disengage as well. You know, Yone is another champion that I used to play quite a bit, and I feel like I should probably pick up again because he's, first of all, he's AD. I don't have a lot of AD champs for mid lane, and second of all, he's quite good. He has a lot of carry potential. I've never played him mid before, so it's kind of spooky to me. I don't think he does poorly mid. I know that he has a lot of really, really good sustain. I know he can be just really strong. I'm just always scared of playing melee champs mid. I don't know why, because playing melee champs bot, as in AD carry, is not scary at all to me. But playing the mid, I don't know, man. But Yone's kind of different, because he really can, you know, jump on people, and he has a good amount of mobility in a sense, between his ult and his E, but he also has shielding, so I don't know. Wouldn't hurt to pick him up again. But it's kind of the mind games of it that's scary. Quite the loading screen. Yeah, I don't know. I think mainly the reasons why I look to potentially expand my champ pool is, you know, for a variety of reasons, but I would say mainly because matchups are very, very important. They can definitely determine how much you can do, and of course, you guys know it's easy enough for me to, oh, I'm into a losing matchup, play safe, and then pop off mid and late game, but sometimes you don't get the luxury of getting to mid and late game. And sometimes by that point it's already too late, especially if the, you know, enemy team has a very snowbally comp, or just, you know, certain champions do very well mid and late. So it's just another disadvantage, right, to kind of not have good matchups, not have good counter picks. That's both mid and top. I don't really consider it doesn't really matter for bot and jungle, as I mean jungle situationally, but I honestly would consider picking up jungle again, but the main thing that stops me is not so much jungle itself, it's more having to relearn kind of jungle has changed a lot in the past few seasons, even just learning clears and stuff again. I would really be starting from scratch, I feel like, and that takes quite the commitment. Oh, it was Jingang that didn't connect.
You can expect to receive my notes once I'm done.
Jingang, I recommend you restart, and then just not restart your computer, but restart League, and then you should be able to get back in, hopefully.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I woke up early for this.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I hate that emote, oh my god. I hate that. Why are they tower diving Melio? Be nice.
Minions have spawned.
I quite enjoy my own company.
I don't know if he's gonna be reconnecting. He probably will. I'm not gonna initiate the FF, but of course I'm not gonna hold my team hostage or anything. We'll see what he ends up saying.
Smells. I hate it.
Oops, I meant to do this. Sometimes I accidentally Braum Keck at them and I feel like I give the wrong impression.
A summoner has reconnected.
They're adorable. Oh, you're interested in spirits? I have so much to say.
Oh no, I didn't have anything. I'm so sorry, friend. Oh, what? The remake went through with 2 votes even though he reconnected? Okay. Alright, Riot. Man, he got lever too. I'm not gonna report him. I hate to break it to you guys, I'm not gonna report him. Jingang, I'm sorry, I did not vote yes. I don't know why it lets it go through even after the person reconnects. Your internet cut out? Got you. So it wasn't the Riot client? I'm kind of surprised. I thought you'd come in here and be like, man, Riot sucks, you know, the client's not working, I can't connect. No, they still suck. Do you want to try again, or should I let Kishu come in real quick? I think maybe we'll have Kishu do the next round while you kind of wait out your internet, and then you can come back. I think that might be a good way to handle it. Really enjoying Aurora though, I have to say. I'm really enjoying her. Oh, are you gonna be playing the new Kale skin? I've seen that skin quite a bit. Is it an 1820 skin? You're going to reinstall League? I thought it was an internet problem, Jingang. Alright, let me be right back for 2 minutes, guys. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. You thought so? Looks like your internet was fine and Riot said you lost connection. I will say, Jingang, in my experience, when that happens, I'd recommend that you just close out right away and reconnect as quickly as possible rather than like waiting for the load screen. That's what works for me. I don't know if that works for everyone, but that's always worked for me. But I don't know, my uncle doesn't work at Riot anymore. Yeah, it's an 1820 skin. Nice, nice. I think Kale 1820 skins are generally pretty cool because she usually has, you know, the 3 forms or whatever, so... Pretty good pull from a box, I gotta say. Pretty good pull. Better than some illustrated icons, that's for sure. I wonder what Swain is building these days. I know I've seen him being built tankier, but it's just not something that I necessarily enjoy. But I would need to see if my build is, you know, still good and things like that. I've not played him in a long time. So I could try. I think perhaps a good strat might be pretty much what I tell you guys, which is to look at your champ pool and then just play whoever's the best currently in your champ pool, right? Into Yasuo, I'm assuming he's mid, probably. I think Aurora's a little bit better. I think she's a little bit better, or maybe Orianna. I think Orianna might be a little bit better here. Let's try Ori. I'm really looking forward to when this skin comes back as well. I don't recall if I've looked at the spotlight, but she's got wings. I got it. I gotta get it, right? And I think people were saying she's supposed to come back this summer. I would think so, but I'm not understanding why she's not already in the shop. Okay, any of them could be mid, really. Probably Echo Jungle. Could be Lux support, but I think she might actually be mid, which stinks because she kind of outranges me. I would much rather be playing Aurora into the Lux matchup, but that's okay. I wasn't feeling very confident about the Orianna pick, so it happens. It happens. This chrome is silly. I kind of want to go with that one. I think this one's the best. Oh, the red one's not bad either. We'll go with this chroma, kind of silly. Oh, maybe it's Yone. What is this team comp? Yasuo, Lulu, bot, Echo, jungle, Yone top, Lux mid. I think that makes the most sense, but I couldn't tell you. Samira's good with Orianna. I think Udyr is okay. And Pyke is not bad, so we could make this team work, certainly. So, yeah, I think it might not be a bad idea for me to, like I said, look at my champ pool and see who currently is doing well. I can't imagine any of my champs are terrible right now. Yeah, it is Lux. That is kind of unfortunate. Definitely would have picked Aurora. Definitely would have picked Aurora, but that's okay. Their team's very, very squishy, which is good, especially since we have so much damage on our team, right? We can kind of just blow them up. They are very high damage though, so I think going tier here is a pretty good idea. I think it's a good idea. I know it's not, it's maybe not perfect, but I'm gonna go for it. I do, like I said, I've been trying to build more consciously rather than just autopilot buying items. Hello Cyber, how's it going? How's your week been? We're about at that midway point. Oh. We love a role-playing Yasuo.
The ball is impatient.
You can't even reinstall because it says the site is down? The, like, Riot Games website is down? You know, I had an issue earlier today during gang, not with a Riot product, but I updated my loop deck software and I knew it would be a mistake, but it wasn't functioning well, so I figured, okay, fine. I said I would wait to update it until it malfunctioned. So then it malfunctioned, I updated it, and now it won't open. So I had to uninstall it and then reinstall a later version, or an earlier version. Okay, this Yasuo is a little bit much. I'm just going to mute that because it's distracting. Sometimes I do mute people because them typing in all caps and screaming is just taking up too much space in my brain. In my peripheral vision. Sun is coming out. Very nice. You think you'll catch a rainbow, Cyber? You know, sun after the rain. Might catch a cool double rainbow out there. If you say so, Riot. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, Mr. Riot.
I have sharp things.
Maybe it's a sign to keep it uninstalled. But Jingang. But Jingang, you said you were gonna do Clash with us. How are you gonna do Clash without League of Legends? Good job, Samir. Well done. Aw, no rainbows. Alright, Samira, now type to him in Japanese.
Time ticks away.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of matchups where I get outranged. I feel like when it comes to melee champs, you can definitely deal with being outranged because they have the tools for that. But when you are ranged and you get outranged, I feel it's a little bit harder to deal with. You want to, but losers at Riot Games don't want you to play.
The ball is impatient.
That's really weird. I feel like the Riot site's not down though. Maybe, are you sure it's not your internet? I mean, I believe you, I'm just wondering. Girl begged for a mana crystal. So, by the way, guys, I know I've not been uploading to- well, I've been uploading to YouTube a good amount lately, but I've kind of gotten through the backlog now. However, I've kind of figured out a bit of a recording schedule. It's been hard for me to record. Streaming already takes up a lot of my time, of course. I do it five nights a week. And when I'm not streaming, I'm generally having to cut up shorts and, you know, do things for shorts for YouTube, posting on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, stuff like that. So it's hard for me to find time, but I'm working out a specific recording schedule so I can start consistently recording. I'm thinking RPGs and roguelikes. That's kind of where I've been saying that I would be taking the channel. And of course, League. League is going to be the primary, probably, you know, for the foreseeable future at least. But for YouTube, I'm thinking about maybe continuing Fantasy Life. I'm thinking about Rune Factory. Also, of course, just things like Isaac and Spelunky, I think, are the main roguelikes that I think would be pretty fun on YouTube. Maybe Dave the Diver. It sounds like getting less sleep. No, I would not be recording during my sleeping hours.
The ball is angry.
I have to start going, you know, doing more for YouTube. It's scary, right? Because YouTube is, I don't want to say it's harder to succeed on, but it's very, very different. It's what I originally wanted to do. Originally, I wanted to do YouTube, and kind of Twitch more secondary, but it's turning out that the other way is a lot more feasible. It's just that I don't really have the time to put into YouTube that I want to. So producing quality videos that are up to my standard for YouTube is not really possible. So I'm trying to find ways to create good content and kind of get over that feeling of, oh, this content isn't good enough because I can't dump, you know, days worth of editing into it. So I think a good, you know, way to get around that, I think, would be just recording some things like roguelikes and stuff. I think that could be good content without needing a ton of editing. And I also want to make sure that I am understanding the difference, or at least remembering the difference between this isn't up to my standard versus it's not entertaining. And it's tough because the YouTube videos I've always enjoyed have been highly edited. And so it's tough to... I'm trying to find a way to make good content that's feasible. And for it to be feasible, it needs to not require hours and hours and hours of editing. So I need to figure out how to make it entertaining without that. That's pretty much where I'm at. And it's tough. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But I think the more I try, the closer I'm gonna get to figuring it out, right? Sitting here and not trying, not making time for it, is not gonna help. I was reading chat while Pike was ganking.
Things. Who attacked? This is very exciting.
An enemy has been slain.
This is a fun game.
Alright, good job guys. Good job Pike being up here. Good job Udyr. Well done.
Time ticks.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't want you guys to think that I'm neglecting YouTube because I don't care about it or because I'm lazy. That couldn't be further from the truth. It's more just trying to make time for it, and I think I can. I think I'm gonna focus less on doing league edits and focus more on making YouTube specific content. And I do think roguelikes are probably the way to go because you can make those entertaining with, you know, minimal editing. So we'll see. And I also think the dynamic of two people is pretty fun, so I'm making my roommate go into another room while we record so that we don't have the issue of the mic bleeding. Because it's an audio issue it's kind of been crippling me for a while now because I'm a huge audio nerd. I'm pretty good with this stuff and I cannot figure out a solution. It's just not feasible with how our desks are set up. It's just not. And that's kind of been what's kind of paralyzed me with YouTube, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm not gonna get there on time. So now that I've finally, and I thought of that solution of him playing on the laptop, I just didn't know if he would be cool with that, so I don't know, I was kind of timid about bringing it up, and so that's on me, unfortunately. But now that we have that sorted, it'll be more feasible for me to make content for YouTube.
Winding. Pulse.
Banish the shadows.
Ravage. 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 I hear soft.
Alright, let me head back here. I will just ping this thing. Unless, are they doing this? No. Actually...
Motivating.
I mean, I do kind of think we can fight this.
This is very exciting. Pulse. Protect. This is a fun game. Go.
You have slain an
Alright,
enemy.
we at least got Echo there. I wanted to try to help Udyr, but I had to help Samira, unfortunately. Just kind of trying to help out everyone. Good job, good job. It paid off. We do have a lot of money now. Let's make sure we grab this. Can't quite grab our boots. This is, I might actually wait. I do have TP. I think Udyr did just fine there. You know, I know he didn't get Drake, but that's okay. It happens. It happens.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Is impatient. Ravage. Winding.
So yeah, I don't know, YouTube content, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that. I don't know, it's just creating content, particularly for YouTube, it's quite stressful. It's more stressful than Twitch somehow, which is kind of, I feel like maybe not what you would expect, right? Because with Twitch you're live and, you know, it's nerve-wracking for people, but for me that comes naturally. That's not a problem for me. With YouTube, it requires a lot of kind of creative decision making, and that's something I have historically struggled with probably more than anything else. It causes me to get kind of, you know, like decision paralysis essentially. And I think about, oh, what's the content that I like to watch? And it is pretty polished, but it's just not feasible for me to make super polished YouTube content when I stream as much as I do. And I can't really cut stream hours because this is what's more viable for me in my situation, as opposed to YouTube. So, I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. I would ideally like to upload 2 videos a week, but that's just kind of an arbitrary number I picked. I picked it because I'm live 5 days a week, so then I figured I'd post a full-length YouTube video 2 days a week, so that every day there's content, right? But again, that's arbitrary. I kind of just thought, okay, that would be cool. So maybe if I do once a week, right, I could polish it more, but then is it better to do once a week polished content or twice a week less polished content? There's no clear-cut answer to that. And of course, I think of some of my favorite content creators who don't make very polished content. They just upload content where they're talking and playing a roguelike, and it's great. So, it's possible. Of course, it would be ideal for me to just take content from stream, right? But mostly what I stream is League. I'm sorry, Lux is top.
Why are they running? Ravage.
Alright, I don't think I can get this. I don't think Echo and Lux are coming, but I really can't risk it. Let's just back. We want to be safe here. We have chunked her tower down, so that's good. We've roamed bot. We've been to objectives. We're doing alright. We're doing alright.
Double kill. An ally has been slain.
Is impatient. This is very exciting.
Enemy rampage.
Ravage. Pulse. This is a fun game. I hear soft.
I appreciate the Spike's roaming. It's been, it's actually been really good. What am I supposed to do? Friend. Oh dear. Nice, good job.
An enemy has been slain.
Well done. Good job, guys. Good job. It's tough. I'm kind of trying to support everyone. But it's tough. It's tough. Obviously, I like Pike for the engage. I like to put ball on Pike for the engage. I'm trying to shield Udyr. I'm trying to help out Samira. A little bit tough, but I feel like I'm contributing. That's the thing about Orianna. Of course she has solo carry potential. I'm absolutely not saying she doesn't. But I feel like she really shines with a good team. Whether that be a good team comp or just good players. She has quite a few supportive qualities about her kit. She has, of course, her shield, she has her speed up, and then she has her CC, and not only are her abilities enhanced off good teammates, just because, you know, by nature of her ult.
An enemy is dominating.
But I do feel like she can suffer if she doesn't have a good team. I'm not saying that's the case here, I'm just talking about for ranked. She's independent, yes, but she's not... Her kit's really designed for a team that's, you know, at the very least decent. And you don't always get that in ranked. You don't always get that in norms either, right? So
Your turret has been destroyed.
that's kind of the main worry I have about Orianna. Well. I kind of thought I wasn't close enough to the wall there. That's a shame. Oh, the Yone is kind of fed. Kind of fed.
This is a fun game. We go. Pulse. Ravage. Pulse. Ravage. The ball is angry.
I don't know, it's a lot to think about, right? Because I think in ranked, obviously, a lot of times you get bad teams, so you do need to be able to solo carry, right? I think that goes for any role. But I also like, I can't stress the importance of also being able to help your team. And with mid, yes, that typically involves, you know, roaming, doing damage, right? But having supportive qualities in your kit, I feel like can increase your chances. I hope he didn't think I was going to take that, because that absolutely was not my intention.
An enemy is legendary. An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Executed. An enemy has been slain.
Good job. Very, very nice, Udyr. But I do think those qualities should, you know, come from the support champion, right? So for example, something like a Nami, right? And all supports have supportive qualities. Pike has supportive qualities too, but definitely I think there's a lot of value in having heals, having shields, things like that. And I as the mid laner can't really provide that, but as Orianna I can. But again, it depends on whether or not you have a good team. I feel like those things in your kit can they can't be a detriment necessarily. But sometimes it's better to just be dealing damage if your team's not great. I don't know. It's so situational, it really is. Ranked is so situational. And it stinks because I wish I could know all these things ahead of time. I wish I could go in with all this information. Of course, there's those sites where you can see, oh, your teammates, you know, one trick Yasuo or whatever, but that doesn't account for every other factor of, oh, is he having a bad day? Is he gonna play well? Is he gonna be into a good matchup? Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. How you doing, B? Oh, me. That's my Yasuo. He flashed and then windwalled the wrong direction. That's me. That's me.
This is very exciting.
I could not get ball to me in time. That was a really good ult on Yone's part. That is such a shame I didn't have flash. That is such a shame. I couldn't get ball back to me on time. That is the problem with Orianna. Her ball takes time to get back to her, so if you're gonna die in that time, ball's not gonna get back to you in time, and then ult takes time to go off as well. What is this Lulu doing? She's just trying to melee fight this pike. I don't know what she was trying to accomplish there. That goes crazy.
Motivating. Ravage. I hear soft things. Pulse. Ravage. This is a fun game. Protect. Time ticks away.
Samira does damage.
Has been slain.
Nice. Good job. I think we have really good engage.
Ally has been slain. Enemy
It's the
double
coldest
kill.
thing you'll get to a fall season. Nice. The closest thing you'll get to a fall season. I love fall. I don't have ult. I actually don't think I can fight him. I know he's low, but
Why are they running?
I don't think I can fight him solo. He has crazy healing. I will be getting anti-healing, but even then he's 12 and 4. You know? You have to be very careful with Yone.
So strangely strange.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew he was there.
This is very exciting.
Oh god. Oh god.
An enemy has been slain.
On this episode of I Shouldn't Be Alive. Samira.
Enemy rampage. Shut down.
I can't really help, but I could maybe at least shield Pike a little bit. Not quite. No, get out, I'm so low.
Pulse.
This Pike is playing with fire, man. I respect it.
Time just ticks away.
Orianna's ult can be so game-changing too. That's the thing, right?
Overclocking Exo.
This is a fun game. The ball is impatient. Pulse. Protect. Why are they running?
Has been slain.
Not bad. I'm fine with just getting a pick here or there because it's not always possible to... God, this Yone, man.
Has been slain. Has been slain.
This Yone. It's not always possible to get a 5-man Orianna ult, so...
Enemy double kill. Ace.
Oh, jeez. Well, that is Dragon. It kind of helped run up the Baron timer at least. We got a shutdown on Lux, that's nice. I don't know. Honestly, the Echo's not even that bad. I mean, yeah, he does a lot of damage at 10 and 4, but the 15 and 4 Yone. That's the thing about Yone. That's why I was saying he might be a good option for me to pick up. He's a really strong champion. And he's very easy to play, provides a lot to his team, heals a lot, good, easy to hit CC, pretty safe engage. For the most part.
I have sharp things.
But I do think not every comp is made for Yone, of course, if you have too much AD. Things like that.
Winding. Pulse. Ravage. I feel soft things.
Where'd she ult? I just heard her ult go off and I didn't see it.
Motivating.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Can't believe her ult was up again.
Protect. Pulse. We go.
An enemy is godlike. An enemy has been slain.
This is a fun game.
I'm better suited to being with the team right now than I am to split pushing. So that is where I'd rather be. I wish Samira would go up.
Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy rampage.
And then I could have gone mid, but
The ball is angry. Pulse.
I do nothing to this Yone. Not a thing. Can't even scratch him. I'm getting my Oblivion Orb. That should help to a degree, but Shadow Flame, yeah, I mean, makes sense. Maybe Storm Surge. Maybe Storm Surge. I don't know.
Impatient. They see attacked. Winding. Ravage.
I don't know, this is tough. I do think we need to group up. We do have a pretty good team fight. They're just gonna keep getting objectives. Yeah, this is probably unwinnable at this point. Granted, you know, a good team fight is a good team fight. Does he have GA? His GA. At that point, with the GA, I don't know, friends.
I hear soft things.
Enemy double kill.
Pulse. This is a fun game.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Not much we could do. I think honestly the only we just can't deal with him, especially with GA.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Especially with GA.
Time to take
Has been destroyed. Defeat.
GG's. What can you do, huh? Gotta give it to Pike. I felt like his roams were pretty good. Yeah, not much I could have done there. I do wish I don't know if Aurora would have necessarily been better. I can't say for sure. I do think Orianna was actually kind of better there. Admittedly, not so much for laning phase, but mystery emote. Honestly, it's kind of cute. Kind of cute. Is this one of the cats from the Yorick skin? The Meowrick skin? It's definitely not Yumi. Definitely not Yumi, where she's just a dog. She got that dog in her. Imperium Brand. I think I already own the skin because I'm a big fan of Brand. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Otherwise, I'd be kind of excited for that. I'm not a big fan of the Empyrean skin line, but I always like getting skins for champions I like, you know? Blood Moon Zillion. This was the Zillion skin that I... Oh, and I have Time Machine Zillion. I've been thinking about playing him again when I get put support. Haven't played him in a few years, but I do like Groupie Zillion. That's the Zillion skin I normally end up using. It's a good one. Oh, and I forgot I have Astronaut Xerath. I actually have some kind of good skin shards, but I just don't see a reason to pick up Xerath. Maybe for support. Maybe for support. I have Nightbringer Jarvan. Wait, this skin looks kind of sick. It's only an epic skin. It looks kind of sick though. Looks kind of good. So, Jingang, did you get your league downloaded? I will restart the queue anyway. GG's Kishu. I'm sorry that you had to lane into Yone. But that's the thing, Yone's always going to be strong. Whether he wins lane or loses lane, he's kind of similar to Yasuo. Not, I don't want to say the 0-10 power spike, right? But kinda, right? Yone gets a couple of items, and he's just good. Rough way it happens, yeah. No, I got you. Yeah, it was a game. It was a game. Laning into Lux was not that fun for me either. Definitely would have rather been playing Aurora. Games tonight have been certainly not the best, but at least they haven't been toxic. And that's sometimes the most that I can ask for. Couldn't do much against him. He can dive me for free. Yeah, that's Yone for you. He's such a strong champion. He really is. That's why I'm like, man, I should pick him up again. I do enjoy him. I do. I really do. Oh, this is that same support. And the same top. Huh. That's weird. Was this was the guy from our last game? No, these were from like 2 games ago. This was the Melio and this was the Pantheon. And we did not have them last game, so that was 2 games ago, I think. How odd. Go figure. Go figure. By the way, I might not switch games because there's been no interest in swapping games. There's been but 1 vote, so I think I'm definitely going to limit it to only swapping if there's, you know, a decent amount of interest. I don't want to stream something that people aren't interested in. That's not good for anyone. That's not the kind of entertainment I'm looking to provide. You know what I'm saying? Man, these guys are probably like, this guy again. They're probably like, ugh, this guy again. Don't play my Swain. That's illegal. I'll have none of it. That's so weird because I've been thinking about playing Swain and I haven't seen him in a millennia. I have not seen him in a millennia, man.
With eyes unclouded.
And that's what I'm telling you, right? I think Aurora does well into champions that Vel and Hwei don't do as well into. She's a lot more versatile. She is safer. In the way as well. We're definitely going to want some anti-healing. We're going to want to be able to deal with tankier champions. Although, I don't know if Hecarim still builds tanky. I know he used to. I think he should, given that he's, you know, kind of an engaged, but I do know he builds a lot of damage. I think at the end of the day, he should build kind of bruiser, right? Because he does so much damage anyway. He needs to be able to survive. But I think lethality Hecarim was meta for a minute. Man, this Smolder has some nice peel. He's got some nice peel for him, but admittedly, laning against Draven, he's gonna get wrecked. Oh, against Draven Nami, jeez, yeah, he's gonna get wrecked. It takes him way too long to be able to pop off. Draven is so strong, especially with the Nami. He's gonna get really fed. Alright, good luck, guys. Let's make it a good one. Make it a good one. I'm feeling somewhat confident in my Aurora, especially learning the little nuances of her kit. Things like how it takes perhaps a second to a second and a half for her R to go down. Now, admittedly, I think when I want to take her R down early, I'm going to press the button more than once because there's really no reason not to. Man, I'm jealous. This guy picked my Swain and his skin. But there have been times where I've pressed the button and it hasn't gone down. So I think either there's a delay in when you can press the button to, you know, quote, reactivate the ult, or perhaps it doesn't work when you're CC'd, something like that. So just feels weird to mash your R button. Feels weird.
Spirit Walker, I'm looking forward to working with you again. I'll show you what I've learned.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
How can anyone be afraid of ghosts? They're adorable.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
This is the culmination of my research. Spirit friend, I can help you.
Yeah, there's no way this Hecarim's just gonna fight him, right? I didn't expect Hecarim to keep walking into the bush, that's my bad. I would have stayed there with the Udyr and at least landed my Q, but I need to start not picking an ability. I just don't expect things like that, you know? Like, sure, maybe if the Trundle was there with us, okay, sure, but I don't expect the Hecarim to just walk into the bush. And it's good to be able to get that edge, and I don't even just want to say for the First Blood, right? First Blood's great, especially with feats, but it's more about the tilt factor, particularly with junglers. They can, putting them behind is good, but tilting them is even better. So especially when I play a champ such as Hwei, such as Vel'Koz, such as Aurora, where they have some CC in their kit, I need to wait to level up an ability. That's especially true on support. But, you know, on mid lane as well.
Spirits are so lucky they're not people.
So you got reinstalled and went to log in and forgot that you changed your username a while ago. Are you gonna be able to get in?
You're angering the spirits. So strange, yet so cute.
Alright, that's enough Fury tab. Yeah, but I'm gonna run a vacuum to say, okay, sounds great to me, Jingang. I appreciate you. I'm sorry you're having some technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy because everyone talks about how they have technical difficulties with League, and I guess I'm very, very fortunate because I really don't in general. So I could wait for Swain to E me and then get my combo off. The Swain did take Electrocute, which I find weird. It's not what I take on him. I see the justification for it. It's definitely, it's easy to proc. But I'm just curious why he would go that. I really like Conqueror. I kind of think more long term.
I go where my research takes me.
Change your username to match your Twitch. Oh, well, Jingang, you shouldn't be saying your login name. Probably, I mean, no, look, I don't think anyone in this chat's gonna hack you, but don't be telling people your login. Your login should, oh, you mean to match, like, your Twitch login, right? You should make it different from your username.
First blood.
The spiritual balance was off.
He also started tier. I mean, this guy plays a lot of Swain. I do recognize that I play Swain in an unconventional way.
This is field research.
But yeah, I don't know about this. And again, I haven't played him for a long time, so what's good on him has very likely changed, but not enough to justify whatever this guy's doing.
I see. Very interesting.
I don't know who that Nami was talking to, but I'm glad team is doing well. Glad to hear it. Know the username, so League says you're going to match Twitch because got you, Jin Gang. I get you. I get you, sir.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, I'm just making sure Swain is staying there. Let's grab a pink. Remember, we want to start warding more, particularly into a Hecarim, because while he doesn't have invisibility, he's very, very fast.
It's my job.
He's fast, he's furious, and those are the junglers that I have historically struggled into. Junglers with tons of speed. Now, dodging Swain's E, I think, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory, but you want to dodge side to side as opposed to backwards, because it does hook, you know, at the end. So if you angle weird like this, you've noticed I've been able to dodge his E pretty easily. Now, when it comes to Aurora, you might think, oh, use your W to dodge everything, right? With the exception of the cooldown and mana cost, right? Keeping in mind the cooldown and the mana cost. The problem is her W is actually... I don't want to say it's delayed, but it cannot get you out of fast skill shots. And Swain's E, if you're the right distance from him, it can be too fast. So you need to be very careful when using your W to avoid skill shots. Very careful.
Fascinating.
It can be a good tool, but it can also hurt you. Alright, nice. I was afraid I was gonna have to flash her ult there, and I did not. We take those. Hecarims heading down.
Spirits here are different from the ones in the Freljord.
I might actually head back. I know Trundle's in the area, so it's not. Good job, Udyr. Very, very nicely done. The other thing is about Aurora, when you're using your QE, yes, there's some, you know, pushback on your E, but it does kinda, I don't want to say CCU, but it can leave you open. She's not quite as tricky as you might think at first glance. I'm heading down because I feel like Swain might be coming down.
I want to help Hester more than anything, but I'm not
Really? They see me?
yet.
Is it boarded here?
How does anyone fight for this long?
That's crazy.
It's exhausting.
It is. It is. I don't know why that ward wasn't pinged. That's crazy. Well, you know what? Getting Draven a triple? You know what? I'm happy with that. Don't give him a kill and I will be happy as can be.
Note to self. Repeating previous actions unfavorable.
Beautiful, Tyler 1. Beautiful. Yeah, he did say he was lagging. That's quite alright. Listen, getting Draven a triple, I'm happy with that. All the settings reset and it's so tiny. Oh yeah, I hate when the settings reset. That's a huge pain.
I'll review this later.
I mean, Swain's gonna be here. I'm so sorry, friend.
Auntie Havu would like it here.
I'm so
She
sorry.
loves drama.
See, I personally think that's a bad move by Smolder to attack there, confirming it was warded. Yeah, I knew it was warded because they were backing off. I get what you're saying, but he wanted to stop my recall. And he knew that I knew it was warded. But he was too arrogant there. Now, you don't want to kind of go for your poke on Swain when he's running at you, because it's very easy for him to hit you with the way that Aurora has to position. Hot dogs and nuggets for breakfast? Oh, that's the breakfast of champions. Now, what's your go-to sauce, Cyber? Are you a ketchup kind of person? Do you like honey mustard? You like a good sweet and sour? What are we going with? Hot dogs or sandwiches? They are. They are.
They're adorable.
I'm not gonna argue with logic. My roommate says they're a taco. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with taco a little bit more. I mean, unless you rip the bun.
So few see the world as I do.
Then it's yeah, then it's... Me being a smarty pants? Yes, I know then it would be a sandwich. That's exactly what I'm saying. But yeah, if you don't rip the bun, it is a taco. It's a taco in
I quite enjoy
form.
my own company.
Cyber, there's no way you identify as American and don't know what ketchup is. I'm not falling for that bait. There's a song about it, so it's true.
Spirits are so lucky they're not people.
Hot dog is a sausage. What? I mean, we're talking about the bread. We're talking about putting it in a in a bun.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
There's no ketchup in your region. Yeah, but you can still know what ketchup is. It's very, very famous. I know what foods are that don't exist in America.
No, I'm not interested in purchasing any carrots.
And wait, you do know what ketchup is. I know that this is a bait because you asked what's the difference between tomato sauce, tomato paste, and ketchup. So I'm not falling for that bait.
I like when it's quiet. I can hear myself think.
The differences are texture, amount of sugar, other ingredients, spices, things like that. Things of that nature.
I go where my
I love a
research
good
takes me.
marinara.
I should write home, so my family doesn't feel.
Alright, I think he definitely backed, so let's push this in. You don't like tomato sauce. That's fine, I can't have tomato sauce anyway.
The spiritual balance here is.
Alright, Swain did go top. I'm gonna try to headbutt. No way it's warded. I'm tired.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Always warded.
Love the process. Return after breaking the spirit realm.
Always warded. How dare this Poppy be doing her job? I'll have none of it.
Your turret has been destroyed.
About the spirit realm. My work will help others understand.
Jingang's hot take of the day, ranch is vile. I could see why a person would not like ranch. I like ranch. But I could see why someone wouldn't. It's got a funky taste, right?
An enemy has been slain.
I see. Very interesting.
Enemy rampage.
Thanks. I hate it.
Now Swain's gonna get pretty bulky here, particularly with Roa. Again, another item that I don't build on Swain. It's good, don't get me wrong, Roa is a fantastic idea for Swain. It's just not the way I like to play. I don't build Roa on any of my champions. It's just, I don't know. I don't vibe with Roa.
Weaknesses can also be strengths.
Okay, and the Fury is here for some. She's 5-1. Who let the dogs out?
I have better things to do.
You haven't tried ranch. Got you. I mean, I don't know if ranch is like only American. I'm sure that there are other countries that make their own ranch,
Once
but
I'm done
yeah, I
here,
get what you're
I'm
saying.
going to celebrate by reviewing everything I learned. Unstoppable. I love paperwork.
She just gets away.
I won't let the demigods, old and forgotten,
That
lose
is
their way because of
tragic.
the Frostguard's lies.
I mean, I'm not saying it didn't originate in America. I'm just saying that there are other countries that have brands of ranch.
Open your mind. Spirits here
I'm
different from the
assuming what
ones
you
in the
mean
film.
is that it's hard to find foreign food in your country. You're making it sound like it's only American food. I mean, I don't know. I don't live in your country. Maybe it's specifically American food that you guys aren't allowed to have, but I would assume it's foreign food in general.
Would anyone
You have
doubt
barbecue sauce? Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. That stuff's vile. That stuff's vile. So gross. The thing about barbecue sauce is, I wonder why anyone would ever pick it when every other condiment exists. I could understand.
I'll do all I can.
I could understand if you have no other option and your food is too dry for you to swallow. Sure. But that's the only time I could understand that. I thought Trundle was down here, so I didn't run away. That's my bad. They're getting out of control. Ranch is easy to make. Seasoned mayonnaise, eggs, oil. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of condiments are pretty easy to make. That's a very, very good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, I agree with you, Cyber. Barbecue sauce sounds great on paper, and it's not as great in practice. I could understand it if you're at a barbecue,
Still
right?
corporeal.
If you're at a barbecue, sure, you can get some good barbecue sauce, don't get me wrong. But it's definitely my last choice in terms of a dipping sauce.
Respect my boundaries.
Yeah, you could definitely make barbecue sauce, by the way. I've made barbecue sauce before. It's really easy.
Give me your full attention.
I thought they would like it here. You love dogs.
Camp, thank you so much for the raid. How you doing, Camps? How was stream? Hold on, I have the command for this. Hold on. Welcome, raiders. Did it work?
An enemy has
Did I
been
get the
slain.
shout out?
An enemy is godlike.
There?
Enemy
There we go. We did it right. We did it right while our teammates are dying. You could take it off follower only mode, by the way, Chaos. If you're here, would you mind disabling follower only mode? I would really appreciate that. Was good. I'm happy to hear it. I'm still training for ranked, man. Next week, we're going back in for the first time in a long time. For the first time in a very long time. Is Yorick still good mid? Because I do need an AD pick for mid, and I've been kind of it's been a toss up between Yorick and maybe Yone. I know Yone's always good.
Material realm is such an eye strain.
Thanks, Cass. I appreciate you.
I needed.
All right, let's head back real quick by our faded ashes, and then we're gonna wanna. Man, the Neferi's kind of out of control, right? Bot lane seems to want to stay bot. I'll sit mid for now, but I do think I'm going to try to roam bot, and we got to get a kill on this Neferi. What is that damage?
You know, technically, we're never more than 5 steps from a spirit.
Hey Ivory, how's it going?
You're in my personal space. Open your mouth.
This is not good. I wouldn't fight this. They are way too bulky, especially with Udyr not coming down. Yeah. The most American food you have there is McDonald's and KFC. Yeah, at least you have McDonald's and KFC, right? Not terrible. Not terrible fast food options. I do miss KFC. I used to really enjoy it back before I recognized I have food allergies. Alright, looks like Draven's looking to swap now. Draven did well for himself. I'm glad we managed to get him a triple. I do know he's lagging. Alright, I will stay, but I think they're probably gonna leave at this point. Alright, just give him the farm. I'll head bot. The ice cream machine is always working. Probably good since you guys have that hot weather, right?
I like when it's quiet. I can hear myself think.
Ooh, I don't want to deal with that. Oh no. Nice. We got her flesh. Okay, I think we should just leave. It's okay. It's no problem. It happens. McFlurry is worth it for the money. Oh heck yeah! Heck yeah!
Has to be more I can do.
Those were the good old days. I remember I would, you know, stop playing League so I could go grab a McFlurry from down the street. So good. I love that she just doesn't tank tower.
Open your mind.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's the thought that counts. Oh my god, this Poppy! We got her. We got her, Chief. Oreo McFlurry 10 out of 10. Oh yeah. Are there any other real McFlurry options? It's always the Oreo McFlurry. Come on. That goes without saying. That goes without saying. Yeah, some Yorick mid could definitely be fun. You're gonna make brownies and then put ice cream on them? Ivory, you are... It's so funny the kind of similarities I see between you and my mother sometimes. She was, we have some blueberry pie and she was just saying, you know, I prefer it with ice cream. And I'm like, you know, it's... I get it. I can eat kind of the more bitter or the more chocolatey desserts without ice cream, but I will admit it's better with a good
is limitless, or better, worse.
Oh, that's not great. That's not. Oh, Swain. That's fine. That's fine.
Enemy triple
Ice
kill.
Queen. Ice Queen indeed. Do we FF this one? What do you guys think?
Your turret has been destroyed.
T-minus 1 week until we do this for LP. T-minus 7 days. Alright, we'll let this one go. We'll let this one go. GG's. It's okay. It was okay. I'm happy with how Lin went for the most part. He took good Swain. I kind of wanted to play Swain. Kind of feel like he took my champ. Kind of don't appreciate that. I don't know. Everyone was good. Most damage on team. You know what? That's okay. We'll take that. The Draven was flame them. The Draven was also lagging, to be fair. But that Poppy, why was the Poppy doing so much damage? Report him. Nah, listen, I have enough people that I have to report for actual reasons. It's been bad. I will say yesterday was really bad on League. Fortunately, today is not that bad. But just between, you know, I hover Aurora mid, and for some reason my support is just very offended by that, so he just insta-bans Aurora. Like, okay. And then there was, we had a Warwick top who just hard-fed, and then he ran it down my lane. I didn't say anything or ping or anything. I was, you know, I'm just chilling. And then he ran it down my lane. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I was mid, so I was the next closest lane, I suppose, but I was like, oh, alright. Some people are annoying. Yeah, that's actually why I don't hover. I don't know why I hovered Aurora. I just wasn't thinking, but I generally don't hover, because if I hover Hwei mid, Vel'Koz mid, Orianna mid, Swain mid, they get insta-banned. Insta-banned. I don't know why. I hovered the most basic choices. The most basic champions in their roles. And it very much offends my team. They're suffering? They're suffering on their summer breaks? Oh god, that's very sad, actually. Cyber, don't make me feel bad for them. You know how I am. People will be mean to me and I'm like, he probably has a really bad home life and that justifies him telling me to, rope myself. Listen, I'm trying to not think that way anymore. My roommate's very disappointed in me. I'm trying not to think that way anymore, but... no, Cyber, I didn't paste my link. They didn't know I was streaming. I didn't paste my link, I didn't say anything in chat. It was way before I had a chance to paste my link. It takes me a couple seconds to press Control V, and they banned in that time. So... Yup. It doesn't always have to do with me streaming, not at all. I would recommend you guys don't hover your picks, ever. There's never really a reason to. Yeah, it would be nice if it's a particularly banned champion, right? I get it, it would be nice. But I wouldn't recommend it, because more times than not, your champ will get target banned instead. I don't know why. I don't know why. But the amount that it helps is so insignificant compared to the amount that it doesn't help. And of course you might think, oh, hover so that your team can see, right? And then they can build around, you know, build a good comp. It doesn't matter, man. They just ban your picks. Shaco, huh? Might honestly another Aurora game might be pretty good. Another Aurora game might be pretty good. She's just kind of been a good pick into the teams we've been playing into. Granted, their team is only Shaco right now, but kind of better than Vel'Koz into Shaco. Oh god, you know what? I'm happy I picked Aurora. If I have to play anything into Fizz, I'd probably go Aurora. Normally Swain is my safe pick, but he cannot do anything into Fizz. So Aurora is admittedly probably the weakest champion that I play, as in I'm worse at her than I am at my other champions. But I think she's probably my best pick for Fizz. So I'm really deciding on a chroma here. This one's not bad. Maybe this one? What do we think? No, I kind of want this one. half the game is about picking the correct chroma. But I do want to use the next couple days to continue learning Aurora, because then my champ pool for ranked is going to be Hwei and Vel'Koz, of course, Swain, Orianna, Aurora. It's not the most diverse pool, but I do think that that's a good place to start. It's better than just playing only Vel'Koz, right? Arguably, arguably not for me, but... Alright, good luck. It looks like it's a Shaco support, so we didn't even really have to worry about him. Now, Nocturne, I'm not entirely sure how to play into. You kind of just have to wait for his spell shield and then hope you can, you know, QE maybe R to get away. I do use my R sometimes to get away. We'll see how it goes. It kind of depends on how fed he gets, right? Kind of depends. We want to try warding his camps and stuff. I want to know where he is. Oh, that's the original Fright Nights area. I've only ever really seen the Prestige. I like this one a lot better. I really like the color scheme. And with Fright Night Shaco, this actually looks like Fiddlesticks. Pretty cute button. Pretty cute. Me and who on Halloween? I was gonna say I'd be Fiddlesticks, but given the glasses, I'd probably have to be Zeri, right? Alright, we'll do like 2 more games here probably, and then call it a night. I'm kind of excited for ranked. I'm excited to kind of try to take the game seriously and all that. It's spooky though. It's spooky, right? I think it'll be a cool change of pace, right? And we do have the affiliate celebration next week, which I'm excited for. It is going to be a 2-day event, like I've mentioned. So that'll be fun. I have my Twitch assets that are going to be done that day. That's what I'm really excited for. I hate that it's getting so close to that time too, because I can't really now I can't wait, you know what I mean?
I won't let that happen to Hesfrier.
That's the thing. I can forget about something, right, for a long time, and then once I remember, oh, the date is coming up, it's hard to wait. It's hard to wait.
I should write home, so my family knows I'm still alive.
Now, I don't think I've played the Aurora Fizz matchup before, but given that she has an ounce of mobility, it should be less bad. Should be less bad.
Spirits are so lucky they're not people.
But Fizz can of course dodge my entire burst combo. That's the main thing I don't like.
Minions have spawned.
Weaknesses can also be strengths.
But listen, I'll take a nice quiet day on League over yesterday. Think you got it working? Or you were able to load it to 2 bot games? Okay, sounds good to me. If you want to try queuing up again after this, I'd be more than happy to. By the way, Jin Gang, where do you land on wanting to queue ranked? I don't know how subs feel about wanting to duo ranked. I would leave the option open to you guys if you wanted. So if you're willing to try, I'll join next. Oh, of course. Of course, you kidding me?
I appreciate the company.
Of course, the only stipulation would just be that I get to queue mid-primary. That's all I really care about. Oops, shouldn't have wanted that. Because trust me, you don't want me on another roll. ADC sure, but with random supports, fine duo ranked. If you can make sure your game works, that's true. That's true. And that's the requirement. Your League of Legends game must work. That's the only requirement for joining. Can't say about others though, yeah. No, I get you. And a lot of my followers aren't even currently playing ranked. But I think a lot of you guys have expressed interest in playing ranked so that you can join Clash, and that's what I'm kind of excited for. I mean, we could all kind of get back into ranked together, right? We're all in this together and all that.
I like when it's quiet.
Sounds good to me, man. Enjoy. Farming under towers Aurora has been not that bad, but admittedly it's taking a little bit of getting used to.
This is field research.
Taking a little bit of getting used to. I really think I should consider picking up a champion that counters Fizz, just because he is so difficult for my champs to lane into. And I know a couple of them, right? Something like a Galio, right? Are there things other than Galio? Yes, I'm sure there are, but I don't really know what else would exactly kind of brain dead counter the fish.
Would anyone notice if I just left?
It looks like Nocturne's top. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, right? Because even when I can line up my QE, I have to just wait for him to engage. But even I have 0 mana. Nice, good job.
An enemy has been slain.
So few see the world as I do.
That's so weird, Turtley. I was just thinking of you. That is so bizarre that you just showed up. How are you doing? The reason I was thinking about you was because I was going to ask you, besides Galio, what counters Fizz? You play Fizz, right?
We're all just a collection of fragile bones held together by sinew and muscle.
Or what, as a Fizz player, do you hate laning into? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Alright, that's a good way to handle it. The problem is, once he tricksters onto me, he can use his other dash to go right through me, right? So then he can still dodge everything. You haven't the foggiest idea about counters, no worries. I just figured you might have some insight for me. Going against other Fizz players, true. True. See, but Turtley gets me, right? Fizz is just good into everything, really. See, Turtley's confirming it. How you doing, though? The one and only Fizz player who I care about.
I'll help you.
He's a lot of fun for closing the gap and dodging skill shots, yep. Yeah, that's the thing, right? He has his Trickster. Which it's like, okay, you can wait that out, but then he has his other skill where he can dash through you too, so it's very hard, especially when you're somebody like Aurora who has a bit of a wind-up to her skills, a little bit, right? She's kind of predictable, and her skill shots are very narrow, so if you stand on top of her, sometimes it can be hard to hit them. You guess maybe Assassins? Okay, like an Akali or a Katarina, something like that.
Auntie Hafu would like it here. She loves drama.
I don't play any assassins. LeBlanc is someone I feel like I should pick up. She is so strong. You can't play into Zed. Alright, good to know. I've tried Zed before. I was not very good at him.
How can anyone be afraid of ghosts? They're adorable.
He's not the best Zed player of all time.
With eyes unclouded.
Oh, you can't play into Zed with any champion. That's yeah, I get that. Zed is Zed can be pretty strong in good hands.
This is a lot to process. I'll return after a break in the spirit realm.
What's going on here? What's going on here? Is he leashing for the graves? Honestly, I think I'm gonna rush my tier 2s. It's just a good idea. You just got to join a band in P5X and my guy just rocked out on the bass for a second and it was awesome. Stop. You can't stop trying to convince me to play it, Chaos, because I'm getting there. I'm a hair away from downloading it. As a bass player myself, this interests me greatly. So I feel like I can try to QE before he tricksters every time my W is up. I shouldn't do it when my W is not up because then I can't really safely leave.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I don't have ult and Fizz is there.
Fascinating.
An ally has been slain.
The band club is a rhythm game? That sounds really sick. Maybe someone with point and click like Annie. Oh! You're smart, Turtley. Yes, point and click CC would be good for
I
Fizz.
could write home.
Well, not good for Fizz, it would be bad for Fizz, but that's what we're looking for. I don't really play anyone with point and click CC that I can think of. I mean, Annie's certainly easy enough to play, isn't she?
Spirits are so lucky they're not people.
Hands down, your yeah, Jingang? Not me.
Open your mind.
That's fine, I'm kind of washed up. I want to get this pink ward, but I also don't want to get fizzed, you know?
Weaknesses can also be strengths. Eyes unclouded.
Alright, we do have TP up. It's not a great time to back, but there's no sense in sitting here at half health with them having a nocturne. So let's just TP back. I think I probably could walk, but I want to start making sure that I'm not necessarily using my TP off cooldown, but using it more than I do.
All I can to help you.
I was thinking about engaging there, but I don't think Graves and I would have really been able to lock him down enough. I should be zoning the Fizz a bit more, but I think I'm just kind of focusing on how to... Oh, wait.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I woke up early for this.
An ally has been slain.
Oops. That's not good. I sometimes like to try to use my ult to, you know, help peel. Definitely was too late to save the Graves there, but I want to try.
I like when it's quiet. I can hear myself.
Man, I just cannot hit cannons today. Interesting. Shaco Gaming. Cannons are overrated, I agree. Who needs money? I agree. Who needs money when you have skill? Who needs money when you're 1-0 into Fizz?
So little is documented about the spirit realm. My work will help others understand what
Yo, he's coming down. Aatrox is coming down.
one round to another. The spiritual balance here is off.
He's still chasing? I know Fizz is here, but let's not get greedy. You do have a couple issues? Tell me. Tell me about them. What do you not like about the game?
Turret plating will soon fall.
The sounds, the smells. I hate it.
I want the full review, Chaos. Okay, that's gone for sure. Our TP's not up, but I do think we're safe to back here. So let's just back. I want to grab our gun. Now that's the other thing, is I don't really know how to build Aurora beyond, you know, gun. Right. I know what items are pretty good on her. I know that something like a Storm Surge is good on her. I really like Cosmic Drive, but I don't really know what to build when on Aurora. So besides the fact that it's gacha, one issue is that LeBlanc is in the game, but really? I mean, they're gonna be adding characters, right? I mean, they're gonna be adding characters because it's a gacha, right?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Let me guide you home.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Well, thank goodness I have TP up, because that was a lot of damage I have endured.
Oh, I've read about this. The spirits here are different from the ones in the Framework.
It looks like Nocturne's getting fed. It looks like Aatrox is getting fed. I don't think I'm gonna build into Leandry's, but we're obviously just gonna buy our Amp Tome because that is what I'm gonna need regardless. Another thing is different to Revenges. The palaces really hold your hand. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of not surprising. They probably want to make it very accessible to everyone. So I get that. I get that. That's kind of how I feel about Fire Emblem Heroes. It's not that it's easy. I mean, you have upper level arena, which is, you know, difficult or whatever, but I do think they definitely try to streamline it a lot for people that maybe aren't hardcore Fire Emblem players. It's certainly easier than the games. Okay, Fizz is heading down.
Would like it here. She loves drama.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I don't know why I'm trying to save people. I probably should not. Like, you shouldn't try to save someone that's 100% dead. There's no point, but I do historically do that. It's also very unoptimized, like getting into every combat or when changing areas it tends to lag. Okay, that's kind of not surprising. How are you liking Aurora? Same as when she was released. My opinion of her has not changed. No fishing. I like Aurora.
Oh,
She's very cute.
Has been destroyed.
okay.
Usually get Storm Surge. Yeah, I like Storm Surge on her. I like Cosmic Drive. And Shadow Flame. Yeah, Shadow Flame for me is situational though, on my champs, because they have to be squishy enough for me to really justify it, but yeah. It's fine. It's okay to misplay here.
How can anyone be afraid of them? They're adorable.
Well, that is unfortunate. It's fine to misplay here though, because this game is over, so. No fishing, 0 out of 10. Yeah, I'm also a fan of fishing minigames myself. That is one habit I am really struggling to kick, is like pretending to help teammates that I absolutely can't help. And I do that out of, I don't want to say out of fear of being flamed, because I don't really care if I'm flamed. It's more because I'm afraid that if I don't just int right next to their dead bodies, my teammates will tilt and run it down, because that's historically what has happened. I will have nothing up, or I will hit every single skill shot and not have enough damage to kill or do anything, and they start hard inting and just throwing out slurs, and they are upset. So yeah, he did rage quit, so we'll hit him with the well played.
A summoner has disconnected. Defeat.
That's fine. At least we didn't get held hostage or anything. Those games happen, you know? They happen. We'll take a nice little autofill protection, huh? But after getting over some combat changes and lag, you're still having fun and many new characters that you love. Okay. I like to hear that. I'm glad that you're having fun with it, Chaos, all things considered. I'm glad that it's good even though it's a gacha game, because admittedly I was nervous, right? But it's Persona. If it's Persona, it's gotta be good. Alright, Jin Gang, where you at? Get in here. This time for sure. Let's end it on a good one. Let's end it on a good one, huh? Do we play one more game of Aurora? Mayhaps. Oh, wait. We get goodies. So many goodies today. Show them my robotic carry. I thought you were talking about me. Jingang and I are both kind of compared to robots, but for different reasons. This is disgusting. This is horrifying. Hold on, maybe we can reroll. There's gotta be something we can do with this. There's gotta be something we can do with this. Which other skin should we get rid of? Are any of these trash? I mean, I'm never gonna play Kled, right? Oh, I own this skin already. Alright, let's reroll. It's lagging. Duality Dragon Volibear. It's a really nice skin. I'm never gonna play Volibear. But it's better than Junkyard Trundle. It's better than Junkyard Trundle. Alright, one more game. One more. We always do the one more game and it always works out for us. Right? it's been fun though, guys. Please don't think I've had a miserable time or anything today. It's been fun, right? I mean, that's what you get with League, and I don't feel like any of those games were really my fault. Wow, that sounds toxic. Yo, why am I still in a penalty queue? Alright, well, whatever, that's fine. Hi, Tessadar, how's it going? One game you don't connect to— I know, priority queue? So back in my day, if you don't connect to one game, you get, like, the 5-minute penalty or whatever, and then after 5 minutes, it goes away. So, for example, if you just sit in the League client for 5 minutes, it goes away, and then you can go into queue. Jingang, you're being punished. So what is low prio queue besides just the time? Does it also mean that we're going to potentially get filled, or... Well, I can't get filled. I think I have crazy autofill protection right now because we've had so many rage quits. But no, it's been good. It's been good. We're not switching games tonight, by the way. There wasn't enough interest, and which is perfectly okay. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm always fine with playing more League, especially since we're gonna start doing ranked. I don't mind getting some more practice in. I think my Aurora is okay. I think there's room for improvement, but I'm feeling okay on her. I could take her to ranked. I don't know, I guess we will, we'll see what happens. My policy for ranked has always been to mute all, and this has been for a few reasons. I would say the main reason is just so that I can focus. I do get distracted very easily, so having people flaming in chat or even spam pinging has historically just been difficult for me. Because it's just visually very distracting. Oh, I'm mid, okay. I think the low prio queue is just queue time. Alright, we'll see what I end up playing. We'll see. Seeing lots of Pike today. Yeah, LeBlanc would be such a good champ to pick up. Imagine being good at LeBlanc. I feel like you could just go straight to high elo that way. You think it's just a minute wait? Yeah, and they force it during queue, huh? Now you can't just sit in client and wait it out. That's crazy. And it's dumb too because you did connect and it's still— oh, you know what? I got recommended to pick up Aurelian. Do any of you guys have tips on how to play Aurelian? Someone told me he's very, very easy. I played old Aurelian a tiny bit. I did not play new Aurelian. So I know what his kit does, but I think he gets bullied kind of hard in lane by a lot of champs, right? And then just scales, and that's something I'm good at doing, right? I can deal with getting bullied and then scaling. Oh, my Mel is pretty good too. My Melody is pretty good. Okay, I got you with the quick one. There you go. Listen, I'm here to make it easy for people. I got links for days. Whatever kind of link someone wants, I got it. You want the Google Doc? You want to sit down, have something to do during Champ Select? Read a little something? Browse the bookstore? I got you covered. You want the direct link? I got that too. Is that Rise mid? I think getting good at Ari would also be ideal, but again, I'm just not great at her, Chief. Lux wouldn't be bad to pick up either, but I am not that good at her. Should I try her? I don't know, I haven't played Lux in a long time. Let's try her out, why not? Ah, well, that's probably why not. I was gonna pick Orianna, and you know what? I really should have picked Orianna. That's fine, we'll try out something new. I don't think I've played Lux in years. You got a link when Riot was a respectable company. Oh, the shade. Couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. There's probably a very clear timeline as to when the you know, the Perception Riot kind of went to the toilet. I think I can guess it was probably around the time that they released the what, like $250 Jin skin. That was kind of where it started. You were young then? Alright, well this is the most miserable matchup of all time, unfortunately. I had a feeling the Rise was top and I really, really wanted to pick Orianna, and she is what I like to pick into Mel. Alright, so we just have to do our best to try to dodge the Q when it comes back to us, or perhaps hide behind our own minions. That should work, because the Q does home. It homes, so we'll try to hide behind our own minions. Why not? Gotta have a little fun on the last game, right? Gotta have a little fun. Also, I got this skin in a box. It's the most recent luck skin I own, so gotta use it. This last game? Yeah, it's 9 PM. It's 9 PM. Do you know where your children are? You can check the time right under my butt. How to relocate your cat to the kitchen so you can keep the window open. Okay, the cat. Okay, you don't have screens on your windows. Or would you be able to get some? Because that would help so that you don't have to relocate the cat. Could install some screens. Are you guys allowed to, or do you have access to window AC units? I mean, I'm assuming not, because you probably would have thought about that by now, but back when we always lived in apartments with, you know, terrible cooling, we got window units for all of our windows, basically. Well, a window for every room, and the units cost basically nothing. He's a crazy cat. Okay, no, that's fair. I appreciate you keeping him safe. I do like the porcelain skin line, so I'm hoping this has some really cool sound effects.
We can do this.
But yeah, I'm assuming you would have thought of window units already, so... It's hot, you're sweating, I'm sorry. Guys, please stay cool. It is hot all over the freaking planet right now. Please, try to keep cool. It's genuinely really important. Make sure you hydrate, even if you're not thirsty, even if you don't feel like you need it. I've been having issues lately where I have a very high heat tolerance now, since chemo, and so sometimes I'll think, oh, okay, this heat's fine, and then I'm like passing out. So, you want to invest in AC? It's a rental? Yeah, we were always in rentals, so we bought window units. You can take them with you, and they're very, very cheap, some models, and you can throw them in your car when you move, or you can throw them in your moving truck when you move, and we've taken them between apartment to apartment to apartment. Yep, they're super portable, really, really nice. They've saved us, genuinely. I hate it here. I hate it here. I don't even play this champ. Why'd I lock in Lux? Cause she looks so fun. I don't like leaning into a Mel main. This is the last champion I'd ever pick into Mel. Yes, I'm gonna be complaining the whole game.
I want to see everything. Into battle with hearts aglow.
Ah, I missed the cannon.
Oh, I've never been here before.
Oh, it stinks. This is the one champ you can't have fun playing Lux into. The only champ in the whole game. Yeah, of course, Assassins, whatever, but Mel?
Home is where the spark is.
An enemy has been slain.
Nicely done, Set. Yeah, Set's gonna probably dunk on a Rise.
Pushing my limits.
Yeah, that's fun. So this is why I just can't use my my Q.
Smile. You can be the light.
I don't know why I suddenly changed tactics and decided I'm gonna use my Q. Would not recommend. Just never use your Q into this matchup. Just don't press it. Move your finger off the button.
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
It's such a shame. I only played Lux because I figured, oh, you know, have some fun. Just throw some skill shots, play some target practice. Should have banned Mel.
Shine with me.
Alright, I guess we push wave and then we leave, right? That's kind of the only way you can play this, so I should teleport it really late. It's warded. Stay positive. Alright, Lux. We will, we'll do our best here.
The superior tactic is to never give up.
Hey, good job, Kindred. Thank you. Very good gank. Who's their jungler, Lee? We do need to be careful. We don't have a lot of mana. I'm hoping.
We can do this.
No. All right, let's head back. Let's sneak back here. All right, going good. Lux is such a fun champion. You gotta have some fun with her, right? All right, grab our tier 1s and head back. Now, I don't know, you know, Lux ult has such a short cooldown. I don't know what the meta is for pushing waves. I just need to think kind of carefully about where Mel is and when I should be pushing wave versus when I should maybe be saving it for a team fight. I mean, saving it, right? Her ult is such a short cooldown. But I knew I wouldn't hit that
May
Q.
your spirit find peace.
Lighting the way. Trace to your heart's content.
Nice, 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 nice. Okay, that was stinky that I didn't get an assist, but I wanted to make sure that she lived there, so I'm good with it. This Kindred's a homie. We gotta do all we can to help her out.
I don't have dark secrets. I have bright ones.
Ah, Lux is kind of fun. Come on, she's kind of fun. Again, and that's another champ that, you know, I could play in ranked. Anyone can play Lux.
Enemy has been slain.
Anyone can play Lux.
Killing spree.
Shine bright. Hey, who are you calling a lady?
But all I want to do is roam, because I can't do anything into Mel.
Everything.
Well, that's not good, huh?
Shine once more before the end.
Slain.
Into battle with hearts aglow.
Ah, it's such a shame. Poor Kindred. Luck. Alright, and goodbye. See you later. Oh, well, hopefully not, actually. Yo, Luck, why? Luck, why are you doing my job for me as the jungler and getting the objectives? Luck, why?
Banish the shadows.
Luck, how dare you? You're making me look bad, Luck. Luck, why? Luck, please. I'm feeling insecure about my own gameplay.
Pushing my limits.
Demacia! You can kill her, you can have the kill.
If you can smile, you can be the light.
There is no need to feel insecure about your gameplay around me, trust me. I could not give a heck. I'm just having a could reflect pike, or yeah, well, so even if it doesn't reflect something, it eats up the damage at least, so it's best not to use pretty much any skill when she's using it. There might be exceptions, but actually, maybe I should go down.
Shine with me.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Teamwork. Alright, sounds good to me. Makes the DreamWorks pictures. Alright, got that. Now, what do we build on Lux? It's probably pretty straightforward. If they're squishy, probably grab that good Horizon Focus, and man, are they squishy. Horizon Focus, Shadow Flame, I could see Storm Surge, I could see Malignance, yeah. She could probably build basically any AP item. It's probably just very situational.
The superior tactic is to never give up.
Now, I don't know if Lux typically goes, so if they're tankier, I don't know if she goes things like Leandries or... Ah, sorry, I didn't want to throw my Q and get myself in a bad situation there. She's burst damage, yeah. No, I agree with you, but can she? Malignance, yeah. I guess what I'm asking is, what would she build into a really tanky team? That's maybe my only question.
Keep believing.
You having fun there, Mel? You having fun? You like picking Mel into Lux? I will make you suffer. How dare you be that anti-fun?
Shine bright. The world has seen enough darkness.
Man, what a silly little champ. Silly little pog champ Lux is. Missing, missing, missing.
Illuminate the enemy.
I'm walking top lane. I'm walking here.
Lighting the way.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal that set. I didn't mean to steal, I just figured he might get away.
I don't have dark secrets.
He is worth nothing. Well, you don't gotta be so honest about it. You don't gotta be so honest about it. Dang. How dare Mel get the kill there? Yes, I was silly for pressing my Q button. I just got excited. Nice. Good job. Good job. I think she just suffers. Turtley, I'm just seeing your message now. That's actually hilarious. I really like that because it's so true. Just beating your brother at Guilty Gear? Let's go. Didn't doubt you for a second, sir. And for some reason I'm going mid too. I don't know. Beats me. Why am I here? Just to suffer. And take your farm. I'm the support now, Pike. Get out of here. Yeah, I do like the sound effects on this skin. Admittedly, I have probably better Lux skins. I do have Elementalist. No, why'd you do that to him, Ham? He's family. He's family.
My choice. Into battle with hearts aglow.
Alright, I need to be able to throw my Q in a space where Mel doesn't exist.
Killing spree.
Banish the shadows. Pushing my limit.
This misfortune is crazy. Ow. That's what I should be doing with the wave, right?
Be the light.
Ham, I was mentioning a couple times throughout stream that if there's zero interest in me switching games, that I'm probably not going to for the night. There was only one vote, and it was yours. So I won't be swapping, especially because I like to play those games with you guys, so if people aren't interested in them, I'm not really looking to play them solo. I mean, I can, but...
Shut down.
I would rather play what you guys want to see, right? And if there's only one vote, then I don't know if that's what you guys want to see. I'm gonna get Pantheon.
Shine with me.
He's charging up, man.
Team has destroyed a turret.
Demacia! Lux is fun, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I will basically play it by ear with you guys. You know, if people are like, man, I want to see some Isaac tonight, I'd play some Isaac, right? I'm going! So you play Worms? I haven't played Worms in so long. You guys keep mentioning it. You keep reminding me that Worms exists. What a freaking throwback, man. GG. GG's. That was really fun. That was a really fun game.
Victory.
I haven't played Lux in a millennia. Really, really fun. Well, GG's. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Anyone who's new here, please consider joining the Discord. I highly recommend it. Everyone there is really cool. We're getting D&D started up again. I will be live tomorrow, 6 PM EST with webcam. And next week, we're starting up ranked again. New stream assets, stuff like that. It's gonna be really fun. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks to those of you who played with me. I hope you have a fantastic night. I'm gonna go get some dinner. Please try to stay cool. Get some AC if you can. Drink some water.